I would like to invite you on a journey. No, not quite that, but a tale, a fable even. Welcome to Fable 2.
And so our story begins.
So our story begins. One of my favorite games, one of my favorite game series of all time, I have to say. So let us begin a new game. A little bit of talking. I'm probably not going to talk much during the first part here because there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of throwaway, to be fair, dialogue, but a lot of dialogue nonetheless.
But who is the hero?
Also, I love the fact that you can choose between male and female, but canonically, it's canon that it's a male. Sorry. It's fantastic that they have the option, but, you know, I usually just play a male in games anyways, because I'm a guy, so, eh. Although, I like the idea that they have that for people who do want to play as her. So let's continue
then let
onwards.
his destiny unfold.
Oh, what was that? Oh, yuck. Well, I hear that's lucky. Like finding a four-leaf clover. Although I think I prefer the clover. Oh, look, little Sparrow. Castle Fairfax looks so nice in the snow. Imagine the grand dining hall.
Missed that prompt there.
Bet Lord Lucien's having roast
So
duck
there's a
this
lot of
time year.
differences between this game and the first
He must
one.
be really lonely since his wife
For
and his
instance,
little girl died.
well, there's that
that
zoom in
big
function that you
castle
saw there
all by
that's
himself?
used throughout the game from time to time.
If only we could live there.
But there's also a golden trail helping you along your way, as you'll see in a minute.
What is going on over there?
Boy, do I look
Come with me,
embarrassed.
little brother.
Ta-da! Golden trail. Because this game is like 5 times larger than the first game.
Hello there, young Rose. You look hungry. Have you reconsidered my offer?
We'll never be that hungry. The answer is no.
You'll be back, and I'll be waiting for you.
I have no idea what he wants
Come on,
of
little
her,
Sparrow. Let's see what's
but I
going
can
on.
only imagine it's so illegal that they can't even hint at it in this game. Use your imaginations, folks. I'm sure you can figure out what it might be. Or they could just be using them to steal because they're tiny children.
I can't see anything past this lot.
You can stand at the...
Ladies and gentlemen, I have traveled the land, accumulating wondrous and mysterious objects, which I now offer to you for the modest price of 5 gold.
Kindly take your elbow out.
Consider this. This is truly a magical mirror. For as long as you look into it, it will make you beautiful.
I'll take it.
Very wise. Now, just remember, the magic only works if you look at it in complete darkness. Ah, now this is truly a marvel. This small, unassuming box is actually a device created by the ancients, as used by the old kingdom rulers themselves. Turn the handle 3 times, and you shall be granted a single wish.
There's no such thing as magic.
Ow! You're standing on my toe.
We live in grim times indeed, if the young are too world-weary to believe in magic. Most children your age believe eagerly.
Look, I can see your eyes are bad, but I'm telling you, that music box is rubbish.
That's what the seller thinks. He has no idea what he stumbled upon. But you have an inkling, don't you? Some part of you wants to believe it's magic.
What? You really think it could be?
For 5 gold coins, you could have your answer. Listen to me, Rose. At the end of that week, you and your little Sparrow would be no closer to your dream, no closer to the inside of that beautiful castle.
What if it is real? I bet we could get 5 gold pieces.
How did she
And maybe
know
this could be a way out
Rose's
of here
name?
after all.
And also,
What's
how
there
did
to
she
lose,
know
Sparrow?
about our dream? Could she
Come on,
possibly...
there must
No.
be someone around here who'll pay us
Could she be
gold too.
magical? Could
There's
she be
something.
the... Teresa cough cough. Teresa from the first game? The sister of the hero? She is, actually. In fact, that person. Which is funny because that person would be over 500 years old since this place takes 5 centuries past the first game. Interesting.
Lose something?
Could she be an immortal? One of the legendary heroes chosen to live for a very long periods of time? Even William Black. William Black? I think that's his name.
Why don't you find them for
From
me?
the Old Kingdom.
You could be like
Lived that long. Actually, he lived quite a long time.
Fun, right?
If you don't know, Reaver?
much do little
Reaver? No, not
constables
Reaver.
get
That's the wrong
paid?
name. Scythe. From the first game
Listen, kids.
is
The 5 most
William
wanted
Black.
criminals in Barstow.
It's hinted super heavily. Heavily
Yeah?
enough
Well,
to
how
the point
badly
where it's
do you
like,
want it?
alright, guys, come on.
Fine. 1 gold for all 5.
Should be more. These are
The
important to you.
warrants blew off in that direction.
So I'm going to skip some of the dialogue here and there. It's just fill away whatever dialogue.
For now, let's find some
By the way, this guy's goggles are amazing. Purple and green. I can get behind that. Oppose. I don't want to talk, alright? That's fine.
Now,
Makes
all
my job
you
easier.
do is strike a pose for my little device.
Strike a pose.
You'll be
Strike,
positively
strike a
betrothed
pose.
by the results.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Very well. Strike a pose, my young friend.
Let's strike such a brave pose. The chicken dance. The bravest of all dances in the land. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a cow.
Oh, ooh, bright lights. Some
This thing's going to
simpletons.
be more popular than that pox.
More popular than the pox. That's quite a challenge, yes.
Now, I just have to wait 3
Yeah, yeah,
months
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah. 3
picture
months.
to develop
I don't know if we can get that picture in adulthood,
Come on.
but I hope so. Here's a dog. This poor little doggy.
Kick the
What's a doggy?
What's the matter, Poochie?
So I'm gonna be a good guy in
Does it
this
hurt?
run, but for this guy hurting a dog, he deserves to suffer a little bit, and he deserves to suffer a lot more now because of this. I'm a good guy,
He'd hit a
but you've
gal.
ensured your defeat
Yeah.
at
and
my
now I'm gonna
blade
hit
of
another
wood.
one.
My wooden sword. Yeah, smack him in the jaw. Oh, that's gotta hurt. I don't know what it's like to get hit with wood in the face, but I gotta imagine that's gotta hurt.
Stop it.
You're
Leave
not,
me alone, you nutter.
you're not, love it. The dialogue's really good in this game.
That lunatic socked me right in the
It's
head.
okay, sis. I bashed him in the jaw. Several times, actually.
Thanks for your help. I could have taken him though.
Yeah, well. If only you were trained by some kind of magical seer with special powers who could unlock you, or special powers, if you had any, just saying. If that was even
Oh,
possible.
poor thing. You've had a horrible time.
It was a cute
Don't be
doggy.
scared. It won't hurt you.
So
What
scared.
you need is someone nice to look
I just
after
want to
you.
reach through the screen and hug him.
Oh, we can't keep you. We don't have enough food for ourselves.
And yet, we can easily
Well,
get enough
I'm
food.
sorry, but we can't. Now you
We can
just
easily
rest.
get 5 gold coins in the span of half an hour, which can feed us for a week.
Come on, little Sparrow.
I don't think it'd be too difficult for them to, like, find some kind of job. Warrant! Arson. That's a lot of arson.
We have our first warrant.
Let me get this one. I don't want to forget this one. I forgot last time I played. Just being suspicious, but
Yes,
all around not
another
doing
warrant.
much. I love it.
I don't think
So there are a couple moral choices in this game. Oh, several actually. This is Fable. Come on. But in the childhood here, that affect the future quite drastically. Actually, I don't know if this affects it some. I'm sure, but mainly the warrants. We'll get to that in a minute.
that would be
But basically, if you do the evil choice, then the the state of economy in Bowerstone will be far worse off than it will be if you did the good guy choice. And what does that matter, you may ask? I'll tell you, I may say. And I will say that. I will tell you.
We'll do it for
Because you can buy property in this game. And how bad the economy's doing? Well, I mean, come on. Real life economics. If the economy's doing bad, then these places are, like, not doing well and, you know, it costs more. But,
Are you sure you're
yeah,
not
okay.
afraid?
Let's just do it. But if, you know, the economy's doing well, you know, hey, you get more money.
To kill. And while you're
Was it the other way
breaking
around?
their hateful little
No, wait,
heads
sorry.
open,
Getting things
try
mixed
not
up.
to break
If the
any
economy's
nice
doing poor,
stuff.
then houses don't cost that much. But you don't get much at all from rent. Which is like a portion of the, I don't know, 5% or something. I don't know. I haven't done the math. Alpha, a small portion of the, I'm doing a good guy run by the BG Dub. A portion of the total cost of the house, like how much it is, including all the furniture, which you can switch out to make it more expensive for the people who buy in it, which is just awesome. Like, hey, so your rent's increased because I gave you like a 4-star sink and a 5-star bed. Like, oh, okay, I guess. I didn't ask for this, but fine. But yeah, I mean, if you worse off the economy, then yeah, sure, you can buy things easier,
That
but
was a
you're not going to
massacre.
get much money from
No
rent.
mercy for the
Meanwhile,
filthy buggers.
better off economy,
That's what I like
costs a
to
little
see.
more, but
And all my
you get
stuff
more
is
in the
still
end.
intact.
it's give and take.
Genius. Now I think about it.
I wonder how those bees
wonder
got on
how
there. I
those
wonder if it's from
people got in
Arthur.
there.
Oh, Arthur is my name. Being British is my game.
good at fighting.
So, I'm so good at fighting, girl.
We're really doing it.
Hello. Oh, what adorable. Buggly. I love it. Glue back together and try to pass as if it not even happened. Poor little doggy.
Hey, you found one for us.
My money.
Gun toting. Love that. Oh, this one. Whispering sweet nothings to a firearm. Pose of marriage to a firearm. And hurling it into a public waterway in anger. Also, intoxication.
Oh, I know.
But mainly the gun.
Drink. Buy some food for a change.
But I told you before.
What?
Yeah. Let's talk to these people. Come on.
little
Time's
Sparrow.
of the essence. Now more than ever, actually.
I need a drink.
Hey, look at
And I'm
that.
just gonna skip some of this.
Toast.
I know I should be showing all the audio, but a lot of this is filler. It's not gonna matter. So that guy wants his booze, and the booze is over here. We could give the booze back to him,
Get it, little Sparrow.
which is the bad guy choice, or we can give the booze to his wife, who helps him kick off the booze drugs, which is the good guy choice. And that's the one I'm gonna take because I'm a good guy in this
I'll
game.
not discuss it.
So here you go, lady. It's a shame.
Hey, the quadruple.
Saving your marriage
You've
isn't
got
worth more than a
booze.
gold
I can
coin.
smell it.
Although I suppose this place probably isn't doing that well economically.
I'll give
Although,
you a gold piece
one gold
for
coin?
it.
Come on.
Sounds good to
Come
me.
on. You spend more than that on bread in a day, I bet. I know he does. This is liquid bread.
Kids, look
Well, it's
out
wine,
for
it's
a
not beer,
wagon.
it's not ale. Ale's a liquid
Does he
bread.
sound like he needs
Wine
that?
is a more
Here,
refined
I'll give
taste.
you a gold piece for it.
I don't think I've ever tried wine, actually, come to think of it.
Give me
I
the
have
wine.
tried champagne,
No, don't.
and that stuff was
Give it
kind of
to
gross.
me.
Hold
It was
it.
like,
There's some paper in the bottle.
I don't know how to explain it.
I think this is yours.
It was like, imagine bad ginger ale, but worse.
I used to
I
be
guess.
an accountant.
I don't know.
Well done. You probably saved his life.
Hopefully.
Now, just 2 more and we can buy the music.
But
box.
where are we going to get the 2 more, you may ask?
That's all.
Don't worry about it.
We should go back to that corner.
Stop right there, you little brats.
So here's the big moral choice. If you give them to this guy, which I never actually done, but I know that it will cause the economic state of Bowerstone to be worse off later on in the
Those
adulthood.
warrants you're collecting,
But
I
if you
want
give it
them.
to the other guy, which is what I will do, and it cleans up the
Yeah,
streets,
but you're
everyone's
gonna
better
get
off.
from me.
And this guy, spoilers, gets promoted to sheriff.
Have you found them?
Also, the guard designs in this game, way better than the first game. In the first game, they're like,
Thanks.
you could see
You're
like part of their
a
nose and their
lifesaver.
mouth, and they seem like
Yeah,
just
normally,
drones. Like,
justice
oh
is
my
its own
god,
reward.
I'm a
But as these aren't
monstrone.
normal circumstances, there's your gold.
Yeah, it is. Should be worth more than 1 gold coin. It's important. Now we get to listen to Mr.
I think Mother
James
heard us.
Corden. Is it? Yes. Come on. Speed it up, will ya? No, it's going. Things all
You
going
again?
on then.
I don't want you sniffing around
Sniffing
my
around my daughter. Don't sniff my daughter.
Before I call the guards, you animal.
Don't sniffing around. Can't
Get in
say
the
I've
house,
heard that one
Belinda.
yet.
And clean those floors.
But I can
They're as
say
filthy as that no
I've
good
heard of
delinquent
Monty. Or at least the voice actor for him, which is James Corden. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. He's more noticeable for playing the male lead in Into the Woods, the movie version. Good movie. Well, bad movie from what I heard, but good play. I've seen the play in high school actually. It's pretty good. But also he played a pretty important role in Doctor Who, at least in my opinion. He played Craig in the Doctor Who episode Lodger and other ones with Stormageddon, his child. Listen in.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, little ones, my situation is unbearable. Words can't even begin to describe it.
Looks to me like you fancy the girl who lives there, but her mum thinks you're rubbish, so she's locked her away.
I suppose that's the gist of it. Why'd you ask me then?
Maybe we could help you.
Yes! You could take my proposal letter to the fair maiden. Oh, there is hope. My heart soars in my chest like...
We'll do it for a gold piece.
I'm a bit strapped right at the moment. But Belinda's good for it. I'm sure she'll pay you when she receives my letter.
Darling, run away with me. Like 2 doves, we shall rise on love's gentle breeze to soar above the world in our bliss, forever embracing in the clouds. Rubbish. Yeah, it's...
Get that letter straight to Belinda. Don't
I
let
can't
her mum get it.
unsee Craig now from Doctor Who. Because that's the first time I saw or heard of this actor. Then I was surprised to see he played the male lead role in Into the Woods.
What do you want?
Evil option, give it to her. Good option, give it to Belinda. Blah, blah, blah. Love happens. You only get 1 good guy point for it, even though you kind of cause true love to happen.
Why
I
didn't you
don't
just
know.
say so? Come on in.
I don't know if you encounter them later on in the game. I hope you would.
Something for your trouble.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, Monty.
Oh, Monty, my
little
lovely dove. Oh, my lovely dove.
I guess some people's wishes do come true.
Mm-hmm.
We did it. We can buy the music box now.
It's easy to have a wish come true when it's pre-programmed. Looking at you, Peter Molyneux.
Hello,
Can't
children.
wait to see what
And I gotta say, I like your games.
Hello. We've come to buy the music box.
Gimme, gimme.
Very wise little ones. Go ahead and turn the handle, but mind you go somewhere quiet like.
Let's go with our wish, little Sparrow.
Oh, I wanted to try to kick the chicken. You can totally kick the chickens in this game, which is awesome. And they don't try to attack you like in certain other games, thankfully.
I wish. But where did it go? Why are we still here? 5 gold pieces. Let's just go to bed. I was so sure this was it. I had this feeling like we weren't going to be stuck in Old Town anymore. What?
Rose's diary. So, the woman fighting snow monsters, maybe a reference to Rose Brian Rose from the first game. That would explain how Rose got her name.
Why didn't the box take us with it?
So, a bit of thing I'm about to say, there's going to be a lot of dialogue
I'm sure I didn't wish for you.
coming up. A lot of continuous dialogue, just
fine.
kind of
Welcome to our
be
little
entertaining,
paradise.
be
Come on, Sparrow.
whatnot. I'm
go
going to
to
let it
bed.
play. I'm going to be quiet during it, because I need to turn some fans on, because I'm boiling. And plus, you know, extra content for you folks. Hope you enjoy. I'll be back when they stop
Right,
talking in
settle
like
down.
20 minutes.
There's a nice, angry, stray dog.
Quiet, boy. What do you want?
I work for Lord Lucien, miss, and he would very much like to see you in his castle. I've been sent to collect you.
It did work. Our wish came true. Come on, little Sparrow. Wake up. It's all right, doggy. We're going to Lord Lucien's castle. I'll come back for you. I promise. Let's go to the castle.
Evening, Jeeves. Here are the children Lord Lucien asked for.
Excellent. Hello, young masters.
Hello, sir.
If you'd follow me, please.
We look up at this castle every day and think how nice it is. We both do. But inside, it's even more beautiful than I imagined.
It is quite wonderful, isn't it? Ah, hello, Master Garth. Ha! A man of few words.
Dining hall.
Oh, in the North Wing. Lord Lucien hasn't been in there since the tragic deaths of Lady Fairfax and little Amelia.
Oh, I heard. That was so awful.
Yes, he misses them terribly.
So, where does he eat?
Actually, he takes most of his meals in his study. He's in there working all hours doing research.
What does he research?
And history, mostly. Lord Lucien is quite keen on antiquities of all sorts, but he's chiefly interested in things relating to the Old Kingdom.
There was a trader in Old Town who said his stuff was from the Old Kingdom.
Yes, yes. I believe Lord Lucien heard about that.
We bought a piece of it, and we made a wish, and now we're here.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, when you meet Lord Lucien, you must show respect at all times. Address him as my lord, speak only when spoken to,
Yes, sir.
and do not mention Lady Fairfax or Amelia. Here we are. Lord Lucien, the children are here.
It's come to my attention that you have some sort of magic box. May I see it?
It vanished, my lord. We were winding it up and we made a wish and then it started to glow and it disappeared.
After you used it?
Yes, my lord. The man who sold it to us said it was magic.
The box is of no interest to me. What's remarkable is that you were able to use it. What was your wish?
Oh,
Well, speak up. What did you wish for?
to live in a castle, like this one.
Perhaps that could be arranged. I'm working to rebuild... Well, I'm working on something wonderful, for which I need individuals with particular talents. Let us find out if you possess them. Would you kindly stand in the circle, please?
Alright, real talk.
I promise it won't hurt you.
I've played through Bioshock. And I'm telling you, this guy is the antagonist. I'm not just saying that because I played through the game and I know he's the bad guy. But you don't just say, would you kindly,
Nothing to worry about.
and then tell someone to do something important like this without being a bad guy in an RPG. And I would consider Bioshock a little bit of an RPG kind of game. You do level up your stats,
It's all right,
sorta.
Sparrow. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, this guy. Would you
Doesn't
kindly
hurt.
step in the circle? Would you kindly avenge my family? I'm starting to turn into a northern. That is just a wreck. Starting to turn into a northernsman in the Game of Thrones. I'm a northernsman. The North remembers.
You mean like in the
The
old
North
stories?
remembers you, Jon Snow. You got the Stark blood within you. Oh, oh.
What are you?
I'm the man who's gonna kill you.
Wait.
Or the boy who's going to defeat you, I guess.
Quiet! You're heroes, but you're not any of the three.
So, this is set 500 years after the first game. The Heroes Guild... Oh, that's a master flintlock pistol, by the way. We'll be getting that eventually. Maybe. Or the rifle. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Stand in my way.
But yeah, 500 years after the Heroes Guild... Well, 500 years after the first game, the Heroes Guild is long gone. Turns out, raising a bunch of superpowered people who some are good and some are evil tend to not go well with the general public. Yeah, the Heroes Guild raised heroes. That's what they called them, but quite a few of them turned out to be evil. Take Twin Blades, for example. Also, this is the cutscene I was talking about earlier. That explains why it's canon for a man. Also, heroes can survive great falls that would shatter the bones of normal mortals. And we are a hero. The hero, in fact.
Death is not your destiny today, little Sparrow. Lucien disappeared from Castle Fairfax that night, certain that those who might stand in his way were dead. But some grief is so great, even death may keep its distance. And so the boy survived. Days later, far from the dark alleys of Bowerstone, life slowly returned to his small, broken body. The boy awoke to a familiar face watching over a strange bed. He reached out for the comfort of the dog's warm fur, ready to take his first steps in a new life. 10 winters blanketed Albion. 10 summers filled the air with the sounds of insects and laughter. With time, the boy's pain turned to strength. His grief became will. A will to change the world and to avenge the death that still haunted his every dream. Ah, there you are. And your faithful friend, too. Many years ago, I promised I would help you avenge your sister's death. That day has come. Today, you leave the safety of this camp and seek out Lucien.
The journey will not be easy. There's a chest near your caravan. I've left a few things inside that might prove useful. Meet me by the gates when you're ready to leave.
So as you saw, there's like a scroll of sorts hovering above a sign. Can I access it? Yeah, I can. Above the property, this is a good example of it. The buy and move in and buy and rent out. Buy and move in means you kick that person out and you own it and you live there and only you. And I'll explain the other stuff in a second once I get to my little caravan thing. What is it called? I don't know. My home. Actually, this is a bad way to explain it. I'll find another one. But yeah, I don't think you can sell it. And yeah, here it goes. Every 5 minutes you'll get a little bit of gold. Since I'm not coming back here for a while, and even if I do, it's not going to be, to sleep here. Might as well rent it out, and I get 7 gold every 5 minutes. Pretty garbage, but it does add up once you have several places. And see, it's about, I guess, about 10% of the final price. And here is the is one of the things, I don't know, words. So not only does this game have a good and evil system, like in the first game, it also has a corruption and purity. And there's different levels. Like if you're high good but low purity, or high corruption and high good, then you pretty much look like a guy who, the description is basically saying like, oh, you'll go out of your way to help people, but you'll also go out of your way to give yourself a nice drink and a good night with a lady. You look like your bags under your eyes, you're covered in STDs, and yeah, but different things like that. And lowering the price of the rent, so they pay less rent, increases your purity. A good trick is to, since this place doesn't give you much at all, like pennies on the dollar compared to other places, you could come here and lower all the price, all the rent to, you can lower increments of 25 for houses and 20s for shops. You could lower them all down a whole bunch to make it go quicker, but you can also just lower them down once, because every payday it affects you. So what I do is I come down here, eventually when I can buy them, I lower the price, lower the rent a good bit, and then that increases my, keeps my purity high, and everywhere else I just keep it at the base level experience, or the base level. The base level, where's the base level rent, which is 0, which doesn't affect you at all, and you get a good amount of money. I lower it on some just because it does help the economy some, but other than that, I don't really do too much. There are also other ways to affect the economy, which we'll get in later.
Open the gate.
This time, when I say we'll get into later, I say it this time because I don't actually know exactly what affects it. I know there's jobs you can perform, which I think
take this
affect the economy. Also, this looks familiar. This is a hero seal.
It is a powerful artifact, the kind of which all heroes once carried. It will grant you access to places others cannot go. It will also allow me to talk to you when necessary. Now, down towards the lake. The seal will allow you to enter that tomb. In its darkest depths lie the Chamber of Fate. When you come out again, you will be stronger, much stronger. Now go.
So, quick note, you see that little gargoyle there? That's one of the collectibles in this game. There's 50 of them, I think. I think so. But also, there are 50 silver keys in this game. Collectible guys are not going to be fun to make, to the point where I'm not sure if I even will, considering just how many of all the collectibles there are in this game. There's not only those two things, but there are, yeah, there are silver chests, there are demon doors. There's still a whole bunch of stuff in this game to collect, because this game is massive. You've seen the size of it. It's like several times bigger than the original game. Like, Bowerstone, as a child, in the childhood section, was at least the size of Bowerstone of all 3 sections of Bowerstone in the first game. The side area with the witch and the fighting arena and the guy telling you about the woman that doesn't exist, the dock, along with the main area, south and north. Like, all that was that Bowerstone that we were just at as a kid alone. And that's the difference, because the first game originally came out on the Xbox original, as in black box green logo before the 360. And this game came out on the 360 in 2008. So it makes sense. Huge technological leaps between the 2 games. As you can see, like, look, that area over there. Well, some of that area, we can go there. We can go up there. We can go over those fields. We can go over those hills. Over there. Over there. The green there, that dock. We can go to all of these places in this map. Look how big this map is. This is one area of multiple. It's insane. But tune in next time. We'll explore what's down deep in this place.